We did not have a patent law in that time. If you want to know more about yourself, there is a very nice way to study yourself. And that is to look at your ancestry. And if you look at your ancestry, you find all kinds of patterns. And these patterns are sometimes positive, sometimes constructive, but sometimes very dark and very, very negative. But if you add all these patterns together, of all those people you study, you sort of get an idea of who you are yourself. And there's actually two reasons why this is so nice. Because if you study yourself, you are not objective. But the moment you study your ancestors, especially those who are already passed away, you start to create a sort of distance, and you can sort of study them as third persons, although they are part of you, or you are part of them. That's the first reason. And the second reason, and that's a more, I would say, theoretically, but also philosophical way, your ancestors are those who stand between you and your ultimate creator. Whether you believe or not, if you believe in a God or you believe in Darwinism pure, both are not restricting your parents standing in between the first, say it, Big Bang or creation and you. And these generations are therefore having something mystical. And the farther you go back, the more mystical it becomes. And funny enough, if you have a set of information and your information is always limited, you create a sort of story. And the cool thing is, the moment you find a new piece of evidence, the story flips. And it is a sort of a investigation which will maybe never end, but it's really cool. So I found one guy, and that's this person. This is the father of my grandfather. And then what you see in my family tree is that some people become quite successful and others definitely not. And successful, I mean, this is quite a difficult thing. I mean business-wise successful. That does not mean automatically successful in life. But this guy became business-wise pretty successful. And one of the funny things is this ad from 1907. And in this ad there is something weird. If you look closely, you see that he is selling patented goods. Patented goods in 1907 in the Netherlands. We did not have a patent law in that time. We did not have a patent law in that time. And my ancestor is selling patented goods. He is twisting the truth, I would say. But how come that we don't have a patent law in the Netherlands? Such a well-developed country. Well, from 1869 till 1912, we definitely cancelled our patent laws for reasons that it was thought that patents would hinder the progress of technology. Meanwhile, we are wiser, although still some people think and mean that patents are more a hindrance than a stimulus to the progression. Well, of course, I do not agree with them. But it's really cool to understand that we don't always have a patent system and we might not always have one. But as long as we have it, it is good to make yourself a bit more clear about it. And for that, you can always check out my course where I explain everything what there is to know about patents.